According to well-known supporter Tony Yengeni, former President Jacob Zuma would defy the African National Congress's decision to have him expelled. Please kindly hit on the subscribe button as we go into the details. Yengeni underlined Zuma's commitment to the ANC and said he would actively contest his expulsion. Recent disciplinary procedures against Zuma have increased tensions inside the party, as the ANC used his legal problems and accusations of corruption during his administration as justifications for his removal, harming the party's standing. Jacob Zuma will challenge this decision with all possible legal methods, Yengeni said, highlighting Zuma's ANC allegiance and criticizing the expulsion as politically motivated and unfair. Politicians in South Africa are divided on the decision to remove Zuma. While some see it as a move to disassociate the party from previous scandals and restore its reputation, Zuma's supporters see it as an attempt to quiet a key player in the party's past. With Zuma preparing to contest the ANC's ruling, South Africa's political landscape is still unclear. The resolution of this conflict may have a significant impact on the party's internal operations and public perception. As Zuma's legal and political fights continue, the ANC's leadership will need to confront the growing divide, even though the party has not yet replied formally to Yengeni's remarks. Once again, prominent ANC member Tony Yengeni claims that former South African President Jacob Zuma has no intention of leaving the African National Congress, ANC. In a recent interview, Yengeni, a well-known ANC politician and a devoted Zuma ally, explained the party's position amid continued tensions and conjecture over Zuma's future after his expulsion and subsequent public appearances. Jacob Zuma is still devoted to the principles of the ANC. He's not planning to give up his membership, Yengeni said. The purpose of this statement is to dispel speculation that, after being kicked out of the ANC, Zuma will start or join a new political party. Within the ANC, Zuma's expulsion has been a divisive topic that has exposed profound differences and divergent ideas about the party's future. Even after being kicked out of the ANC, Zuma continues to have a sizable following, especially among those who see him as a hero of the anti-apartheid movement and an advocate for economic change. The fact that he chose to remain an official member of the ANC shows how influential he is and how complicated party politics can be. The management of Zuma's expulsion's aftermath has presented difficulties for the ANC's leadership. It has been difficult to strike a balance between the necessity to preserve party unity and discipline and the possibility of upsetting Zuma's followers. It is believed that Yengeni's claim that Zuma plans to stay in the ANC is an effort to heal these rifts and promote unity. Even from the outside, Zuma's ongoing participation in the ANC might have a big impact on the cohesiveness and direction of the organization. As the ANC gets ready for future elections, his presence is probably going to have an impact on discussions about potential policy initiatives, candidate choices, and general party dynamics. Zuma's expertise and viewpoint are significant advantages to the party, Yengeni said, adding that even if his contributions are not formal, they would still have an influence. Opponents counter that Zuma's enduring influence would make it more difficult for the ANC to move beyond the crises surrounding his administration's governance and corruption. They argue that his ongoing affiliation with the party might undermine initiatives aimed at rebuilding public confidence and revitalizing the ANC's reputation. Zuma's choice to maintain his membership in the ANC throughout these internal struggles is indicative of his steadfast dedication to the organization, which has shaped a large portion of his political career. It also shows that he is prepared to continue playing a significant role in South African politics in spite of the ongoing legal disputes and scandals involving him. How this dynamic develops and what it implies for the ANC's future will become clear in the next months. Sports, Arts, and Culture Minister Gayton McKenzie spoke movingly and compellingly about his history, his journey to atonement, and his everlasting dedication to serve South Africa at the 2024 Nelson Mandela Memorial Lecture. In front of an enthralled crowd at the University of Johannesburg, McKenzie opened with an open account of his upbringing. "I was incarcerated my entire childhood. In jail, I was raised. I wasn't a political prisoner," he said, setting off his own experience from Nelson Mandela's political incarceration. Through his remarks, McKenzie vividly described his difficult history and the profound change that transpired in his life.